Hello, Professor. This is Daniel Goodrum with my sprint update for the week. I'm gonna just start off with what I got working and then what I didn't. So first here, I have uh, an OBB around my tank. It works fine. Everything's good. No problems there. It interacts correctly with the bounding sphere. And if you look closely, you can see the clamp points on the bounding sphere, or I'm sorry, on the OBB. Um, so yeah, I got that working. Um, Here you can see I have the different uh, types set for this cottage model. So I'll load that up. Here the cottage has an ABB, an AABB, and the collision doesn't work correctly. The reason is it's showing that it's only for the cottage, I believe. I have to double check, but like the um the scale is coming back and it's giving it this massive it's making the distance massive, so it's not working correctly. But so it renders correctly around the cottage at least, and then I'll show it with the OBB, and it's this same issue. I was doing something earlier, so here on math tools I was trying a bunch of different things. So what I was trying earlier was I was getting row 0 from the matrix, and then getting the scale of just that row, and then using that, and it was giving me better results. So I'm not sure if I need to do that with all the rows to get the rows individually, because here I'm trying the unit vector times the matrix, and it's not working, obviously. I'll go through some of the math tools that I created for this. So here I have all of my intersects. The if it's an OBB and an OBB, or an OBB and an ABB, I just have those call a collision bounding box base, the intersect bounding box, and run it from there. This inverse transform I don't really use, or maybe I do. Yeah, I use it once for OBB, I think. I don't remember. I've been staring at this for, I don't know, 12 hours today. My clamping functions, I made a couple of them. I'll just go through them over here, I guess. So my projection here, this is for the base vector, any of the 15 vectors in the bounding box. So here I do, I set an array equal to all the vectors and the cross products of those vectors, and then I go through and I get the projections, and then I get the distance, and then I do that 15 times. It goes through correctly, and then the projection, where it always seems to get messed up, is when I get the uniform scale value squared, and then times the projection max. So yeah, that's what I was talking about on Discord. It has not been fun. Other than that, I was working on my inputable stuff. I ended up scrapping a bunch of it because after I started messing with it, I realized that I'm gonna have to figure out a way to not only input like keep track of all the inputables, like what keys are being pressed, but I'm gonna have to figure out a way to map all of the inputables. So I know all of them are being created systematically. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do is just create a massive array. And anytime something is created, I'm going to map a distinct value to that array and then map that to the data that I save. So as well as sequentializing it for when the button's pressed, I have to also map to what the inputable is. So I spent a good portion of time trying to figure out a good way to do that, and didn't really go anywhere. I'm kind of rambling on, and this video is already 6 minutes long. So yeah, that's all I really got for this week. Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a good one.